Hi, beautiful ladies. Welcome to my channel. My name is Mimi, and this is Simply Sophisticated Over 50. Today, we're going to be talking about being summer ready. Are you summer ready? Well, I'm excited to share some things with you today. First of all, if you have not subscribed, click subscribe and ring that bell so you can get notifications when we drop videos. So yes, I wanted to address with you today about being in the sun. So yes, I'm wearing my swimsuit. You're probably thinking, why is she wearing her swimsuit? Because we're going to be talking about how to get a tan without being in the sun. I never thought I would do that in my life because when I was growing up, when I was in college, when I was in high school, even probably before that, I would get out the baby oil and I would pour it all over and I would just bask in the sun. Just felt so good to be in the sun. And then of course you got that nice tan after 12 times of burning and peeling. Now, it didn't take me that long, but yeah, definitely not a good thing. And then now I'm paying the consequences for all the sun damage and all of that overexposure that I for years allowed myself to do. So what are the alternatives? As we enter into these warmer months, and we've had a really long winter, you know, you want to wear cute sundresses, you want to wear shorts, maybe jeans are just going to be too hot. You know, I definitely want to wear something that's going to be cooler, but I don't want to look like I don't have any kind of color at all. A couple of months ago, we were actually able to go celebrate my birthday for the weekend. We just took a quick trip to an island that's close to me, and I love it there. It was just nice to be out in the beautiful weather and the beautiful scenery, but I just did not want to show up looking like I didn't have sun yet for the year. So you know what I did? I self-tanned, and I'm glad I have that option. And like I said, I never thought there would be anything that I would do. So you know, there are a couple of options. Here's one. So, you know, maybe somebody calls you up and they say, hey, you know, we could go down here for dinner, meet me down here. You know, I'm going to wear my new sundress, and I'm thinking I want to wear mine, but my legs look horrible and I don't have time to self-tan. Well, one option that you can do is something like this. Airbrush Legs by Sally Hansen. You can get this at Walgreens, Walmart. This is something that you just kind of spray on your legs, and it gives them a nice, nice even look. The thing that I don't really love about it is that it's kind of thick and that you've got to take it off afterwards. And I've actually gotten this on white pants before that I had on, but you know, you got to take it off and you got to wash it off. And then of course your bathtub gets this ring around it and you got to clean all that off. So not so simple. You know, I want to keep things simple. So then I thought, well, you know, what about self-tanning? I went to a self-tanning booth a couple times with some friends of mine, and we thought, this is great. You know, we're here. They're just standing there, you know, they're spraying you and you don't have to do anything. Very easy, right? Yeah, well, a few days after we got the tanning done, the actual tan started to separate. A couple of the girls actually turned orange, but no, it started to separate, and then you've got to exfoliate it all off. So I didn't really like going that route. So I thought, what can I do at home? So I started searching out, and I tried a couple of different brands, a couple of different self-tanners, and you know, you read reviews and people will say, oh, this one's, I'm never going back to anything else. This is the best one for me. And other people will say, this one was horrible. I turned orange. It didn't last. It smelled funny. You know, all those different things. So I tried a couple of them. One of them I thought I liked. I thought it looked good on me until one of my sisters, I mean, I'm the youngest, and one of my sisters said to me, you know, you look really orange. You don't really look tan. You look orange. You can tell you're self-tanning. As a matter of fact, I think one of my daughters told me that too. So anyway, I thought, you know, I better look into this further. So I did find one that I really like. Now, one that I did try last year was this one. It's Coola Tan Lotion. This is organic. It's 70% organic, I believe. It's really nice. It's a more of a cream. There are different kinds. There are sprays, there are mousse types, and then this is a cream type. And it was okay. It's not my favorite for me. Again, you know, you read the reviews, you try something out, usually you don't ever know until you try it. So I found one that I love that really works for me, and I'm going to share that with you. But before I show you that, prepping is very important. The first thing that you need to do is you need to exfoliate. So what I've got is a couple of little options for you. One thing is this brush. I like it because it's long handled, and then you can get the back, you can get the sides. It's natural bristles. You can find this. This is the Eco Tools, however you say that. Depends on where you're from. But this is a nice brush, and I think I got it from Walgreens or Walmart. I think I got it from Walmart Neighborhood Market, of all places. I thought that looks like a good brush, and it really is. But then another thing that I do use that one, but another thing that I use, and I got this one actually from Amazon. It's got natural bristles, it's got a little handle, and this one has the hard rubber nodules. I don't even know what you call them, but this is really, really good for dry brushing, and you always want to brush up when you're doing dry brushing, and you're just going to do that. I usually get in the bathtub with both of those, and then I'll just use these. I was actually going to do a demonstration for you today, but a couple days ago we started a project outside, and yesterday I was outside all day, and my sunscreen wore off. And yes, shame on me, I did not replace it. I was too busy and focused on trying to get this project done in the yard, and so I just got some sunburn. So I thought, yeah, I can't do the self-tanning right now. I'm gonna have to wait till that fades a little bit and the pain goes away. It's not too painful, but so there's that. Now, after you exfoliate, again, I'll just get out of the bathtub, take my towel, just kind of rub everything off, just making sure that my skin is completely dry and completely smooth. Now, there are two schools of thought with this next step, moisturizing. So I have seen some influencers that are pro moisturizing before you self-tan. I tried it, and actually it caused my self-tanner to be blotchy. I've tried it several times with different tanners. So for me, that didn't work. So I just dry myself off, make sure I'm all dry, and then I will go ahead and apply my self-tanner. Like I said, there are different types of self-tanner. I use a mousse. Actually, there are a couple different ones that I use, and they kind of go hand in hand. But application also is very important. Now, some of the self-tanners, they'll say, oh, just use your hands, when you read the instructions. But quite honestly, a mitt is definitely the way to go. I think I got this one from Amazon. I have a couple different ones, but I got this one from Amazon, and there's a reason I got this one. It's very soft. You just put the mousse on there, and you just kind of circular motions, rub this all over your body. The reason I got this mitt is because it came with this. And I love this because what this is you put the mousse on there. This is for your back. So you'll just kind of go around here, and you just go up like that, and you get your back, and you get part of your body where, nobody's going to want to help you with. You gotta help her. So I really like that. And then another thing I have, and I just got this last year, and I just fell in love with it. I got this off Amazon as well. This is a brush with very soft bristles. I love the handle. It's very easy to hold. And what I'll do is, after I self-tan, there might be a few places that need smoothing, so I'll use this brush for that. Now, this is what I use. A couple of different ones. So this is the first one. And I say there are a couple different ones. It's actually the same company. This is Be-Tan Forever and Ever. And this is a mousse. And what I do with this is, shake it up. You exfoliated, you're dry, you're all ready to go. You put this on that mitt, and then you're going to do the circular motions, and you're going to leave it on for 4 hours. And then what you're going to do after that is you're going to get in the shower, rinse it off till the water runs clean. You're not going to scrub or soap. You're just going to rinse. And then you're just going to dry off and then go to bed or whatever you're going to do. Now, I actually do use a different sheet because I don't want to get my good sheets ruined, but I've never had this come off in the sheets. So that's what you're going to do. Now, another thing that I do want to point out to you is that one of the things that's really important with that is that you make sure that you follow all the directions carefully. With this one, if you have any kind of skin conditions, like I've said this before, if you need to see a dermatologist and get their permission, if you have anything at all that might cause this to do damage to you, just ask your doctor. One of the things that I love about this one is it is natural and has some natural ingredients. And the way that it works is, if you cut an apple open and you leave it out in the air and the air gets to the inside of the apple and it turns brown, well, that's how this works. So it's a natural process. It's not going to add any kind of, coloring or anything like that. So it doesn't turn orange. It's really a good product. And then the second thing that I use, let's say you've used that and a couple days go by and you're thinking, I kind of want to be a little bit darker. Well, instead of using the mousse again, you're going to use this. This is tanned AF, which means tan is fun. It's so much fun. It doesn't mean that. I'm sure it means something else, but we won't go there. This is tanned AF, and this is actually a spray. And what I love about this is, like I said, if you just feel like you need a refresher, your tan's not as dark as you wanted it to be, then I'm sorry, I've been talking like for an hour because I keep redoing this video because I keep messing up. So you're going to spray this on, and then I use this afterwards to smooth it over. Now, if you don't want to use this brush, you don't have to. You could get a different brush, or you could use no brush at all. But I really like it because, like I said, it smooths things out. I know there are probably other alternatives. This brush was not as inexpensive as I wanted it to be, but it still was pretty reasonable, and I'm trying to remember the price. I'll have to do that on a different video, maybe with Amazon finds or something. So that's that. Now, one thing that you need to realize as well, whenever you're using any kind of self-tanner, there is no sunscreen in the self-tanner. So you want to be very careful that you are not going out and exposing yourself where you shouldn't. So typically, if I'm going somewhere and I want to look tanned and I want to look good, then I will use these products. However, I will also use sunscreen over them. Now, once they're, here's what happens if you've never used a self-tanner. Once they're in your skin and you've put it on there for 4 hours or whatever, you've rinsed and everything, you've got a couple days go by, and it usually starts to develop as time passes as well. So you're good. You're good. You can go ahead and put a sunscreen on your skin, and that way you can make sure that you're protected. I really like these products. I love that there's this alternative. We didn't have stuff like this when I was a teenager. Not that I knew of anyway. And if we did, it was probably definitely not anything like these. Not anything like these, the quality of these products. And again, there are other ones out there, and who knows if maybe this year or maybe next year I'll find one that I like better. Kind of doubtful, just because I really like this one and it doesn't turn orange, and I'm able to look naturally dark. And that's what makes me happy, is making sure that I look healthy, and yet I don't have to go out and sacrifice being in the sun and causing possible, skin cancer and sun damage again. So I hope this helped you. I hope this gives you a nice alternative to how you can be summer ready and how you can look summer ready, whether you're going on vacation or just going to the grocery store and just wanting to make sure that you look a little bit tan or a lot tan, depending on how you want to do that. That's another thing with this particular product. You can layer it, once you do the mousse, you can wait a few days and do the spray, and then you can do the mousse again. Read the directions on there if you want to try it out. Let me know, by the way, comment below. Let me know how you like these videos, if there's anything that you would like to see different, if there's anything you would like to see. Maybe you've got questions. If there's anything else that you would like to see on this channel, I would like to know about it, because we're still really super new, and I want to make sure that this is going to be beneficial for you. Again, I'm so excited to be here, and it's a privilege. And I'd like to just, keep the comments coming so I can keep the content relatable and keep the content something that's going to really help you. So again, thank you for being here. Have a great day. Bye, beautiful ladies.